I'll never forget that day. The moment I heard it, I knew it. This is another case of the common thing that happens here, another unwanted litters thrown like garbage. That tiny whimpers, muffled but desperate. At the end of this video, I will show you the updates of how these puppies are doing now, but for this part, allow me to share with you the story of the 4 abandoned puppies I found inside the sack during pandemic. There wasn't just one, but it was 3 of them. I meant 4 of them. The other 3 I found outside of the sack. It looks like they managed to escape from it. And of course, I brought them home. Though I was unsure what to do, I was determined to help. I could also tell that they just got born a day or 2 ago because their eyes were still closed. What? You wanna eat? Every day was a challenge. From preparing their milk and feeding them every 2 hours to gently bathing them, keeping them warm and ensuring they felt safe. It was a constant effort, but over time, I adjusted to the routine just as they adapted to the life without their mama dog to care for them. We were all learning and healing together. Now, let me introduce you to these little ones. This is Savvy, the dark brown pup with a white mark on her forehead. She's always curious and full of energy nipping. Next one, we have Jamba with her light brown coat, white markings, and striking light brown eyes. She's the biggest of the 4. Meet Moo. He's got a black and white markings. He's a playful little adventurer with so much personality. And finally, this tiny one here is Trivy. We are picking up Jamba, one of the 4 puppies that I got from a sack. We finally picked up Jamba! Hello! I had Jamba adopted successfully. She has gotten a loving home with a friend. While I don't visit her very often, I still get regular updates about how she's doing. Just recently, we discovered during a vet checkup that her platelet count is low, so she's now on medication. Whenever I can, I try to be there for her appointments or lend a helping hand just to feel reunited with her and ensure she knows she's still a part of my heart. This is Savvy now, the one who stayed with me. Letting go of the others was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. But from the very beginning of this rescue, I told myself that the best thing I could do for them was to find them loving homes where they would receive the utmost care and attention. While I can't fully explain why Savi ended up staying with me, believe me when I say I loved all four of them equally. It was such a hard decision, but at the time I couldn't keep them all. Savi staying felt like the right choice at that time. Three of them grew stronger with time, but one, Trivi, unfortunately didn't make it. It was clear from the footages that he wasn't growing like the others. He remained tiny, and there came a point where I had to force feed him just to help him gain strength. And sadly, when I took him to the vet, it was already too late. My journey in rescuing abandoned cats and dogs began after this rescue story. It opened my eyes to the possibility of changing the lives of helpless animals. Since then, I've always practiced rehoming, but I've learned that rehoming is an imperfect process. No matter how thorough the screening of potential adopter is, matching the puppy's needs with the family's readiness is rarely flawless. One example that stays with me is when I sent Moo for rehoming. After the screening, I believed it was a perfect match, but for a while, I received updates and eventually I was told they had given Moo to a family friend. After that, they stopped responding to my questions about how he was doing. What happens after rehoming is often beyond my control. The only thing that I can control is choosing the right family, but after that, the outcome is definitely uncertain. I felt deeply saddened, and unto this day, I regret sending Moo away.